Why do dogs tilt their heads when you talk to them? Right now, if you looked at your dog and said its name in a slightly weird tone, its head would tilt sideways almost instantly. You don't teach that. No one trains a puppy to do it. It just happens every time, like clockwork. That tilt isn't random. It might be one of the clearest signs we have that another species evolved specifically to understand us. The question is, why does this one animal, out of every animal on Earth, react to your voice like that? Part of the answer starts with the dog's own face. Researchers studying canine anatomy have pointed out that a dog's long snout actually blocks part of its own field of vision, right around the mouth and lower face. When you're talking, a huge amount of information is sitting right there. Your lips moving, your expression shifting, tiny visual cues. Dogs have learned matter. Tilting the head shifts the snout out of the way and lines up the eyes to catch more of your face. Here's the twist though. That's not the whole story. In 2021, researchers at Eötvös-Loránd University in Hungary, led by Attila Andix, ran a study on dogs that owners claimed knew the names of dozens of toys. They found something specific. These gifted word learner dogs tilted their heads far more often than average dogs, and almost always right when they heard a familiar word. The tilt wasn't just about seeing better. It showed up most in the exact moment a dog was retrieving something from memory. Think about that. The head tilt isn't just physical positioning. In at least some dogs, it looks like a visible sign of active listening. A moment where the brain is working to place a sound it already knows matters. Here's what makes this so important. Dogs aren't just reacting to noise. They're one of the only animals on the planet that reliably tracks human communication the way another human would. Researcher Brian Hare ran comparison studies where dogs were shown a simple human pointing gesture toward one of two containers, hiding food. Dogs followed the point almost immediately. Chimpanzees, genetically far closer to us, largely failed the same test. Wolves, dogs' closest wild relatives, don't do it naturally either. Something happened during domestication that didn't just make dogs tolerant of humans. It rewired them to actively read us, our gestures, our tone, our faces, in a way almost nothing else in the animal kingdom does. So here's the full picture. It starts with a simple anatomical fix, a tilt that clears the snout out of the way so a dog can see your face better. Then, in at least some dogs, that same tilt becomes tied to actual word recognition, a visible flicker of memory kicking in. And underneath all of it sits something bigger. Thousands of years of domestication that built a brain unusually tuned to human communication. In a way, our closest primate relatives never developed. And now, here's your dog, tilting its head at the exact moment you say its name, not because it's confused, but because some part of it is actively working to understand you. That's not a cute glitch. That's a species that evolved over thousands of years to listen to us like almost nothing else on Earth does. Next time your dog tilts its head at you, that's not just an awe moment. That's a few thousand years of evolution, quietly paying attention. If you want more of these, the weird ancient reasons behind the stuff we and our pets do without thinking, stick around. There's a lot more where this came from.